Do this because a lot of things around climate is not a matter of possibility but a matter of perspective. It puts some light on that. Now, this poetry that I'm about to do is it was originally a letter written to a friend who became estranged, and this friend also works at the front lines of climate activism, and that is where we sort of met. So, hello sunshine, don't leave me here. The void is dark and I'm trembling with fear. They say the world is falling apart, but why should we care? Because we are too, aren't we? So I look at you a little longer with some hope. Tell me that you see it, and tell me that this time you won't make it about saving the world, but rather about saving ourselves in a dying world. You see, my mother taught me how to read. On the kitchen shelf, she drew letters with flour before kneading the dough. And then she'd just make the chapatis and move on. That was my first lesson in literacy. And perhaps in impermanence. Something that's not fully enough. Something that's not understood fully enough in the world you and I live in currently. You say that we burn 100 million barrels of oil every 24 hours. You're the one who told me that we mine 100 billion tons of material from the earth. You're the one who told me that in the last 50 years alone, human population has doubled, the global economy has quadrupled, but half of the planet's biodiversity and more than half has vanished. You're the one who used to show me on the news the fires in Canada, the floods in Pakistan, droughts in sub-Saharan Africa, the plastic inside the fish, the plastic inside ourselves, and the toxins inside newborns. You're the one who used to tell me that our food system destroys the very land it depends on, that our energy system warms the atmosphere. You're the one who told me our economic system requires perpetual growth on a finite planet. The system needs changing, of course, and very fundamental changes at that. The architecture of our desire and in the manufacturing of our consent. But the biggest revolution, my love, that needs to happen is going to happen inside of us. The systems at play, the systems that you're fighting, the systems that you keep talking about, they have built a disembodied world which has severed our relationships, first with the planet, then with our loved ones, and then with ourselves. So maybe, for some of us, maybe for at least the two of us, as we continue the outcry and shout at the systems, as we continue the war cry to transform them any way we can, maybe the revolution that we are sort of missing out on is the revolution that needs to happen inside of us. When we do that, we become capable of enormous change. And when more people do that, it creates a society capable of enormous change. Think about it. There was a time when abject slavery was considered natural. There was a time when women were property. Each time the world changed for the better because people chose differently, not just for the systems, but for themselves. And the great freedom perhaps is not trying to save a dying world, but maybe to save ourselves in it.